But anyways, we have a PvP here between Slayer's Alicia and Slayer's Puzzle Interclan War here. A lot of players and a lot of the people in the Team Liquid community and StarCraft 2 community as a whole feel like PvP is super volatile, probably the most volatile of the mirror matchups. And I was reading this on TL just a few hours ago, and a lot of people feel like the problem with PvP is there's no defender's advantage. The 4-gate mechanic or the warp gate mechanic, super offensive. Doesn't give you ability to be defensive, and you can't really expand safely. So that's the viewpoint right now, predominant viewpoint, I would say. And I think that's a big reason, too, why we've been seeing a lot of quick PvPs, very volatile games, and we'll just have to see what happens this game, but I would imagine 4-gate's going to be the name of the game.
I totally agree with you. Some maps, you do see Protoss players kind of eke out a really small defender's advantage.
You've got to have a ramp to do it, though.
Yeah, you need a ramp, absolutely.
And this map just doesn't have a ramp.
Nope.
Can't force field off. It's very hard. So
yeah, 4-gate on this map is almost it is the predominant build in PvP on this map. And anytime we see people try and use something else, they almost always lose. So, we've seen people try and do other things on this map, but
the only other thing that I've seen that works decently well is a 3-gate Blinkstalker build, but only in the hands of a really good player against I don't know how else to say it, but a lower tiered player. Because I think anyone who goes for 4-gate on this map has like a good chance to win, like 60%. It's just so hard to hold off, man. I mean, you've got to be able to have enough forces to hold if you're going to go for a different build and your opponent's going 4-gate. And you don't have a defender's advantage.
Yeah, I agree. If you
try to go 3-gate Blinkstalker,
if you've invested in the Twilight and you've invested in Blink, and
how are you going to hold off
things,
the 4-gate?
It's very, very difficult. Yeah, I agree.
And it looks like Puzzle's going to be going for 4-gate, man. And is his opponent, going to be going for the same thing? Yep.
Interesting, though. They both had different paths to the same destination.
Different.
So 2 gates coming earlier for Puzzle, and then 2 additional gates coming after that, whereas Alicia drops all 3 of his gates at almost the exact same time, and they're going to finish right at about the same time as Warp Gate. So very, very well-timed build here from Alicia. I'm not sure what Puzzle did with those 2 early gates.
Well, the thing about getting the 2 earlier gates is you get to cycle out additional units in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. So he can use these stalkers to control the map, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's going to push Alicia off the Xel'Naga, and he's going to chase him all the way back to his base.
We actually have Alicia here going for a second gas, so that's going to be a little interesting to see where he goes with that second one, because that will require him to pull probes off the mineral line, which is, the minerals you get in this early 4-gate stage. Every little ounce you can get is very important. But he is going to be pushing out here with some stalkers and a zealot.
There are 2 proxy pylons as well from Puzzle, one at the Xel'Naga and one outside of the natural, if we could catch those real quick.
Yep.
So he can use those to warp in on the high ground if he's able to breach this ramp at the front. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to try and do here. He wants to breach the front and then get in there. Great micro coming out of both players. Puzzle will lose his zealot, but Alicia going to lose a stalker as well and his zealot. And he's also going to lose this pylon, which could potentially supply block him. And Puzzle doing a great job warping in reinforcements, but he warped in zealots. And that second gas for Alicia is allowing him to warp in many, many more stalkers, which I think is actually helping him out quite a bit here. His next round of units is going to be additional stalkers.
And stalkers can out-micro the zealots after some microing, but it looks like that pylon is going to go down. And look at Puzzle, man, still warping in units with the help of that lower pylon on the underground. And Alicia's going to have to fall back.
Puzzle's got this,
I
dude.
think Puzzle has enough forces.
I think he's got
it's going to
this.
be close. It's going to come down to the stalker micro, and oh no, the buildings in the vacuuming, the stalkers are trapped, and the probes have to come off the line, and I think Puzzle is going to take the win.
Slayers versus Slayers PvP, and it looks like Puzzle is going to come out ahead in this early game micro battle. And both players obviously going with the 4-gate there. Boom, GG is called. Quick game 1, and sometimes you gotta love those PvPs, man. They go by real quick. And there it is. We have Puzzle going up 1-0 against Slayers Alicia. I like that little accent on the end there.
Yeah, Alicia.
Sounds even cooler.